Really?
Actually,
you just, when you're on your couch, you just use your phone?
Yeah. My laptop is loaned out to someone right now.
Jeremy.
And you don't expect this person to.
I mean, I don't want to ask for it back. They're probably using it more than I would anyway, but it's the nicest laptop you can. How much does a good Apple laptop cost, Woody?
I don't know. They're not super dumb. $2,500.
A little more than that. Yeah.
Wow. You should get that back. It seems like a really good laptop.
I don't need it though.
Was it a gaming laptop?
You could kind of it's either got probably a 3090. It had the best GPU available 2 years ago.
It stinks that they make the naming the same.
It's stupid. I didn't know what I was buying when I bought it, frankly. When I spent $2,700, I was like, holy shit, I'll have a 3090 in this, and I'll have a 3090 in that. And then, oh no. No, you just bought a $3,000 space heater.
Yeah, how are they? What is like the
mobile?
Like, do they have a suffix on it where it's like the laptop one is like a 3090p?
Yeah, the laptop cards are just different. They have the same naming protocol, more or less, though, and it's very deceptive.
That is deceptive.
With Kyle, yeah, probably the full name has another letter in it, like it's the mobile version, but you don't see it. It's easy to think you're getting a desktop card.
And I thought I was tech savvy, but I wasn't. I wasn't. I bought that thing. What I have been thinking about doing a little tech project. I've got my old gaming PCs. I just keep them. So I've got a 1080 Ti gaming PC. I've got a 2080 Ti gaming PC. And I think I've got a 3080 Ti gaming PC sitting around. I think I want to take and completely disassemble and mount the whole thing flat on a board that's displayed on a wall. Like have it work, but have like everything mounted flat, GPU mounted flat. And I've seen it done. It looks pretty nifty. Just as like a wall display that works. I've seen people mount them and they're like non-working, but I want it to work. I want it to light up and the fans to turn and everything.
Did you change rooms recently?
Not recently, no.
Oh, okay.
No, same taupe room.
Ooh, don't know where I got that then. Okay. I was thinking it'd be dope if it was in your backdrop, but your backdrop looks really close to you. Like it wouldn't be a good idea.
It depends which way I turn in the room. There's a one wall. In any case, I would mount it so you could see it if I did it.
Do you have your desk?
That's exactly what I want to do.
That's fancy. That's bright.
Well, you don't need the lighting is optional.
You can't do that, Kyle, because that guy has a laptop.
Fuck.
You're gonna have to call in a favor. A return favor. Yeah. Do you have?
That. I don't know why that one appeals to me so much.
Liquid cooling with that one, which is that's pretty cool too. I guess that gets around the fact that we don't have, air cooling in our case.
Right. Yeah. Normally there's air pulled through the case, and it's.
Yeah, I wouldn't put any load on it. It would be more of a display purposes PC that I don't know could run a YouTube video, but I wouldn't play games on it because for exactly that reason, I feel like it overheat quickly.
I've seen them built into the desk in a neat way, like a glass top desk with the computer underneath it.
Yeah.
Why would the wall mounted one overheat if it still had like the fans?
Because it doesn't have moving air over it. Normally, you have a fan at the front and the back of the case pushing and pulling air through the whole system, whereas this one could create like a little microclimate that doesn't have air pushing it in the same way that it would in a tunnel with moving air.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, that sucks because after looking at the second example, I'm like, wow, genius. This has to be the best idea ever. It's not.
Yeah. Well, the water cooling may get around that. He had that red reservoir off to the side. That's what's going on there. I only know one person in the world with a fucking water cooled PC, and it's Scum. He's got like a $6,000 water cooled monstrosity.
Really? Mine's water cooled, but it's not like. I don't think it's as uncommon as you think it is anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
It's got like a reservoir of water that's pumping around and stuff, not just your CPU cooler.
It's just my CPU cooler. That's not what we're talking about. This is something more.
Talking about a water cooled. So CPU coolers are by nature a bit of water cooling with the radiator, but liquid cooled PCs are another thing. He has a tank of liquid in there.
How does the water get cool again?
It's pumped through a radiator, just like in a car.
So the radiator, you can imagine, it's got a bunch of little fins, air blows through it, and by the time it hits the other side, it's been cooled off and it goes for another lap.
Okay. Man, that seems, I don't know tech, but that seems like it adds a couple failure points into your expensive electronic device.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And it can have, there's lots of depth. Look at that. See what I'm talking about? This is why you do it. It looks cool.
That does look cool. I don't know if I'd put water in it. Maybe I'd put
I've never done
Red Bull.
But the hardest part to me seems like it would be buying the right things. Do you know how many connectors I would get too many of? I would not have enough of as I tried to figure out how to route this stuff. What are those little band clips? How many do you need? I don't know. Probably more or less than I bought.
Yes, significantly so. Either significantly more or less than what I've already purchased.
This project would take me 3 months as one by one I figured out what I didn't plan for properly and added it to my shopping list.
This is one that you want, in my opinion. What I would do and what he did, I think, is get it pre-built with a warranty. That way, when something inevitably fucks up, it's covered. Zach, see if you can find one where they've submerged the PC in a mineral oil, because those are cool to me. You have the entire PC submerged in oil, and that does the cooling.
What?
It looks like the RAM sticks are shining. It looks like they're in front of that green tube, the center of the picture. But I guess they're shining through it.
Yeah, they have to be shining through.
I suppose they are, yes.
I looked at that.
Yeah, look at this.
So this is just oil?
Yeah. I think it's mineral oil.
And it doesn't fuck with any of the...
This is Diddy's PC.
He was always hosting LAN parties. That's why he had so many of those. White mineral oil. So is this just basically like to show you can do this? There's no way this is the most efficient way to...
I think it's quite efficient. It's, again, that mineral oil is conducting the heat away from everything. It's touching it. I would imagine this is more efficient than air cooled. As far as I would imagine you'd have a more high performance machine with this, and the mineral oil is, I suppose, non-conductive, so you could just do this.
I wonder if it heats up and stops being as good. Like,
he's got a radiator on top.
It's amazing, right? And then the next
he's circulating the mineral oil.
I can see that there's a cooling to it, but I don't know. Either the temperature's trending up or down. It's one of those. And if it trends up, then does it get warm? Does it start to be lukewarm or even warm?
I don't know. Not my area of expertise. I just like those alternate ways of doing it. But for practicality, you just send $3,500 to iBuyPower and they'll hook you right the fuck up and that thing will work until you're done.
Yeah. I had no idea you could submerge all those electronics in oil and it wouldn't fuck with it. Have
you seen where they do the liquid nitrogen cooled ones?
No.
So they do competition overclocking, where I don't know exactly what they're going for, but they'll pour liquid nitrogen in there while it's running to cool it.
To super cool it, yeah. To make it run faster, you have to give it more volts, and that creates more heat. So they use liquid nitrogen, and it just boils right there on the CPU as they're trying to hit higher clock speed than anyone else ever has. This is the stuff that's built into the desk, and I'm not saying it's the smartest way to do it. It just tickles my fancy.
Look at that. Go back to 2 pictures, maybe 3. Yeah. One more back the other way. This is where things get complicated. Oh no, that looks hard. That's not for me, man. I don't know what I'm doing well enough. I've put PCs together, but not like that.
Yeah, my cable management isn't that good. Part of it is I don't have a mental image of all the cable management tools and options that exist. And True. I think someone like this does. Like, I'm going to need this kind of clip. I'm going to need that to make it happen.
So this one is for liquid nitrogen?
No.
That's just in the desk fan.
Kyle was talking about the wall-mounted one, and it inspired me to bring up the desk embedded one, which I think is neat.
I think one of you should do the liquid nitrogen.
I think you should do it.
Nah. Nah.
That's just to they do that kind of like it's more like a drag race. than a daily driver. You know, your gaming PC is a daily driver. What they're doing when they're pouring liquid nitrogen, they're doing a drag race against another team of guys. And the PC isn't even built. It's in this special stand that's meant for those competitions. It's this whole other thing. Still nifty, though. Where do you buy liquid nitrogen? I want to fuck with that shit so bad, dude.
Probably the same place you buy like that
Horse
tungsten
semen?
cube.
I got a horse
Or-
semen guy.
You got a horse semen guy? Well, then maybe he knows like a chemist. And then you can buy...
Well, no, they store the horse semen in the liquid nitrogen.
Oh,
Like
Okay.
Jurassic Park.
yes. Just like... in Jurassic Park, he stores it
Oh,
for a
sure.
while in a Barbasol can.
Well, it
And
looks
that-
like a Barbasol can. Clearly, there's some liquid nitrogen in there. It
Clearly.
even works, and he like sprays it.
So you
Durst.
can buy it on Google, it seems, but a better option is to go to your local like welding supply store, and they sell it there. Like the places that sell, what is it, argon? What do you MIG weld with? You know, the
Argon.
air gas, places like that seem to. I Googled it.
Yeah.
Oh, the air
I,
gas store for all your air liquid needs. What's a substitute for liquid nitrogen?
I don't think I ever took those tanks back.
My ice. You just kept them.
I own a set of tanks and I rent a set of tanks for oxyacetylene.
I think
can't
they
get the
make
ones
you-
I own refilled.
I think when you rent them, they make you put a deposit down that's like significant enough to buy them, right? And then you just swap them.
It's been a minute, you know. They're in my shop. They're over there in my shop. Actually, I think my dad has them. He went over there the other day and got them. He got my air compressor too. Bastard.
He's not going to return it. He's just going to keep it.
No. He's put it to use anyways. He's fucking around. He built himself a nice new shop. He's been tinkering around in there working on his cars.